Yo, what's going on? It's Terrell, Hall of Fame, D-Line, tbkc, and all that sweet, beautiful, wonderful shit. Oh, man, well, we got to get into it, and I'm going to get into it more on Monday's show. Almost glad I didn't have to get into this shit, but I'm going to read this to y'all. Then I'm going to go in. On Friday, September the 23rd, 2022, Sumner County deputies were dispatched to check the welfare of several dogs located at 1076 West 120th Avenue, Conway Springs. The owner of the property is Samuel Roman. Samuel Roman is a licensed breeder who recently had his license suspended by the Kansas Department of Agriculture. Deputies observed multiple dogs in deplorable conditions, poor health, suffering from malnourishment, and old injuries. Deputies observed 3 of the dogs with fresh traumatic injuries that did not appear to be receiving a medical attention. They were seized immediately. They were transported to Wellington Police Department Animal Control, to Hirsch's Animal Clinic, where the animals received care and treatment. On Wednesday, September 28th, 2022, Sumner County deputies, along with the Kansas Department of Agriculture, Winfield Police Department, Cowley County Sheriff's Office, and the Kansas City Highway Patrol served a warrant on the property. 65 dogs ranging from puppies to adults were seized. This makes a total of 68 dogs altogether. Animal Rescue Operations, Beauties and Beasts, Golden's Belt Humane Society, Craig Hands Humane Society, Sedgwick County Animal Control, Sedgwick County Animal Control were instrumental in transporting and finding foster homes for these animals. Samuel Roman, I keep saying Roland, 46 years of age, of Conway Springs, was arrested and charged with animal cruelty of these animals. Investigation is continuing. Now, for some of you who don't know Sam, he's been around the American Bully community for a very long time. He was actually selling products at one time. Actually sent me some products, but come to find out those products were making the dogs sick and killing the dogs. And I never used them, by the way. I had already been tipped off that his products weren't the greatest, and plus I'm very, very particular about what I give my dogs. We don't just try any freaking thing. Anyway, it's been known, several people have put him out there for a long time about the conditions that his dogs were in. He actually went live one day. I don't know why he did that, because the dogs looked terrible. A lot was going on with this guy, and I read that all, and I wanted you guys to get the full story that they put out there, and it's probably way deeper. He's been, I've actually posted a Merle Frenchie that he had with bugged eyes out, and it said "what the F" on there. And I mean, he's been everything that you would think for a guy who'd had to have 68 dogs seized from him. He's been another person in this community who talks as if they were some kind of authority on dogs, and literally his dogs are living in deplorable conditions, and it is what it is. You know what I mean? The dogs were not fed. They were very skinny. They were beat up. They had issues, and he was not taking care of them, and that's just the bottom line. This has happened a lot in this community. We've seen the same thing with Bashar. The only difference that happened with what happened with muscle tone bullies and Bashar is that it was one of his employees that took pictures and showed. And y'all, if you look back, you'll see it, where it was mucus and fecal matter and blood all over the floors. The puppies were kept in terrible conditions, matted shavings, dog dead on the floor that died from whatever situation. I mean, you could see the signs of coccidia and other issues. The dogs were kept in very, very bad conditions. A lot of just nasty cages in this facility. Now, as we go deeper, it is an article that many of you don't know, but Rocco's owner, Khan, was actually, him and a cousin of his had a similar problem where it was a lot of dogs taken from a kennel in the South. I believe it was New Orleans. And that kennel had some issues. I mean, they had some serious issues. And you're talking about, it was over in that situation, excuse me if the video paused. But in that situation, over 70 dogs had heart issues. A lot of them had heartworms. A lot of them had heart murmurs. It was another situation. Khan's name was brought up in the article, brought up his city of where he lives at. His cousin's name was brought up. And yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Louisiana. You can look it up yourself. But it was a similar thing. A large puppy mill with a bunch of unhealthy dogs. This is happening a lot in our community, from even the biggest name breeders, the breeders that you guys spend 10, 15, 25, 30, 40, $50,000 for a puppy and believe that these people are real dog men. Even with making that kind of money, the dogs are being kept in deplorable conditions and they're not healthy dogs. This is, you know, I mean, like I say, it's interesting because, and I've said this a million times, this community's attention is always on the wrong thing. Everybody's so in a rush to hurry up, let me get my dog. Hurry up, let me get my dog. Hurry up, let me get this paper. Hurry up, let me get this. Hurry up, let me get them in the showroom. Hurry up, let me breed them. And I'm just saying, some of those things are reasonable. You want to do what you have to do. But at the same time, though, like, be thankful that some breeders breed healthy dogs. Be thankful that some of you are getting dogs that are not in deplorable condition and infested with things. I've seen people who've gotten dogs off of a truck, and the dog literally was so full of worms that it was shitting out worms, like just nothing but worms. I've seen dogs that have to be put down as soon as they get there because they have pneumonia and other different issues that need to be taken care of. I've seen people literally ship a dog that was infested with mange and the skin was all busted up and they had to do things with that. I've also, on the flip side, seen shippers who steal dogs from people. I've seen shippers who I just reported y'all to the one woman, and it literally had to be a major investigation, and they caught them, and luckily some of the people got their dogs back. But we've seen people who've delivered dead dogs, and we've seen people who've delivered dogs with issues, and we've, you know, it's so much with this thing that's going on. And the saddest part about it is because everybody's in a huge rush to deal with somebody, hurry up, get something so they can start breeding and making money or doing whatever it is that they do, that they're not even, you know, it's pretty bad. I'm just going to say that. It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad for us to continuously see these things happen in our community and nothing's happening to correct it, you know. We'll talk about this on Monday's show. It's really sad. It's depressing. 70 plus dogs, 68 dogs. Like Bashar, no telling how many dogs, but it was probably in those numbers just at his one facility that these dogs were in terrible condition. Look on the page, let's scroll back. You'll see some of the action that happened. And these are still the people who are making promo videos, talking on shows, people bragging about them using their blood, different things like that. And it's just the tone and the situation of the community. You know what I mean? I'm glad that I've sold people dogs that they are happy about and they praise the condition and quality of the animal. And, you know, that's the first and foremost when you start talking about dogs. Everything else is just whatever, you know. But I thank you guys for your time. I thank you for everything. And I'll talk to you guys on Monday. Peace.